All right. Speaking of which, I'm kind of like a little scatterbrained here as I'm getting started. By the way, welcome to everybody on YouTube. We're gonna get into YNW Melly Trial in a few minutes, but just wanted to touch on a few things as I was talking about Drake and releasing music. You know, Drake's tour started. It's been kind of crazy. Funniest comment is in my comment section is like, yo, these are the kids that's telling Dirk to go slide for Vaughn. Okay. But there was another clip of Drake being there, and let me see. Can I get it? Where is it? My boy Drake started. Drake loved dissing niggas on tour, man. What? I think he admitted it in one of the interviews. The few interviews he's ever done. He's kind of addicted a little bit to like beef and confrontation. He came up in that era. He was on stage recently and he basically called out Kendrick. You know what I mean? You know, there's this like subliminal beef. He'll probably never admit it, right? But he throws these like random stones that seemingly have really direct aim at Kendrick because all these things apply to Kendrick. He was on stage and he was just like, yo, I'm not like one of these guys who don't drop for 3 to 5 years. Like, because I guess he was talking about he's going to drop for the dogs. Let me see. So basically he's saying that, yo, I'm dropping music more frequently and I'm not one of these guys who ain't going to drop music. Let me see. Can I find it? I'll go on YouTube and find it if I can't get it here. Probably got to go on YouTube. They weren't so bad. Maybe I should. Interesting thing about this, people thought this person here was a hologram. Like this person was a hologram. So Drake is sitting with what's quote unquote his younger self, and they're on a couch. It's part of the show. From what I hear, is this is not a hologram. This is a real person, but they use CGI on the video that the people are seeing in the arena to kind of manipulate the kid's face to look a little bit more like Drake. So this is a real person. He doesn't really look like that. But it's CGI, it's live CGI that fucking, it's like a face filter, I guess, right? That makes him look like Drake. So you're looking at it to say, is that motherfucking Drake? But no, it's an actual kid. All right. By the way, while we still on the Drake shit, do you see Drake with this little shady ass post? Obviously, this isn't Taylor Swift. It's a Taylor Swift lookalike, though. Drake took a picture with them, and Drake said, "Congrats on the drop, sis. Dialed in." Now, I'm telling y'all, Taylor Swift and Drake, I think that they're a little bit competitive with each other. You know, obviously it's not beef, right? But it's like a little competition. From what I've realized, Taylor Swift is trying to line up mad of her releases with Drake. If you don't know, she's redropping all her albums. So the album we just talked about that's doing 700,000, right? Like when she says Taylor's version, it's because there's another version of it kind of out already. But she's explained to her fans that like she don't really make no money off of it. The catalog got sold, all that type of shit. So she's re-recording her stuff, and her fans love her so much they're still copping it like it's cool. Right? Now, of course, she put some new music on it, but essentially, she's just dominating the game just off doing this. She has so much music to drop, it always feels like she's about to drop when Drake and them is about to drop. Like, for example, when Drake was about to drop Her Loss, she was going to drop one of her, like, you know, either albums or bundles. Like, she was doing all these crazy deluxes. She was trying to line it up then. Remember, Drake pushed it back, right? He pushed it back like a week, right? Some people think it was to avoid Taylor because Taylor was coming through and smacking shit, right? Didn't Taylor sell like 1.6 million the first week? And then the second week was like 600 or 700,000 or whatever the case is. And yeah, you know, there were rumors in the game that there's rumors in the industry that Taylor was going to also drop like a deluxe version of the album of her album when Drake and 21 was dropping. And You know how Drake and 21's album is called Her Loss? She was gonna have like the deluxe title, not the album title, but you'd be like, Taylor's version. It'd be like, it would be a special name for the deluxe version she was dropping that week, and it was gonna be called His Loss. So she's petty as shit. Yeah, Taylor's on everybody's ass. Okay, I don't know if that's just her competitiveness or maybe it's the people behind her, but trust me, I think Drake realizes Taylor on his ass. Right now, all of this is kind of like using the backdrop of vinyls are back, the hip hop community, and I see make sure I don't pull up the wrong thing again. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, vinyls are back, and wait, what the fuck is the wrong thing? Yeah, my bad, sorry. Am I stupid? Hold on. Yeah, I might be retarded. All right, whatever. Okay, so pretty much hip hop artists are getting back into the vinyl game. People like Taylor Swift, they have used vinyls to bolster their sales because number one, it's something that you gotta purchase physical, right? Not just stream, because it's really a collector's item with the vinyl thing. Also, they do it with like 10 different colors. They do it with like, trust me, they do it in a way where sales become inflated again. Now, hip hop artists have ditched that. If you notice, hip hop artists their music hasn't been leaking. Only Trippie Redd's album keep getting leaked like a month before. Everybody else's music doesn't really get leaked anymore. However, the reason being with that, and the downside of that is how it used to get leaked is that you have to send the music out to people to press up copies of these physical things you're hoping to sell. You have to turn your album in a certain time before. You can't be like Drake, who shows up on Monday and sends it to the label and says, we're dropping this Friday. That ain't gonna work. You got to turn this shit in 2 months before. Your music sitting in hands for 2 months before and going from company to company and people, somebody's gonna leak your shit. So the hip hop community dealt with the leak because leaks affect hip hop sales way more than pop sales. They just stopped putting out vinyls. But it's coming back around. Also, bundling is coming back around. So hopefully we'll see like hip hop artists. Like, I don't even know if nobody will ever do $1 million again in the hip hop sphere, but there's a possibility again with these new sales metrics kind of helping out hip hop artists. You feel me? All right. I feel like that was some boring sales talk, but if you kind of are interested into it, let me play this shit where he was dissing Kendrick at. Drake. He was on stage and said it. Where can I find the clip? Where the fuck? Okay, somebody send me a link, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Yo, Kendrick, man. I know I'm a Drake fan, so this might seem very, very disingenuous coming from me. Yo, Kendrick, you gotta pick up a stick, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the moment, if Kendrick has ever looked for the perfect moment, to hit Drake right in the mouth, lyrically, clearly. If any time Kendrick really wanted to